Dubai is a city that dazzles before you even touch down. From the plane window, Western travelers see the desert stretching endlessly in gold, interrupted only by clusters of glass towers that seem to rise out of nowhere. For visitors from Europe, North America, or Australia, that first glimpse already feels like luxury. The thought of staying here, in one of those skyscrapers, often comes with a silent question: can I really afford this? For years, Dubai has carried a reputation as the playground of the wealthy. Images of celebrities on the Palm Jumeirah, billion-dollar hotels, and gold-drenched lobbies dominate the Western imagination. And yet, here's the secret: in 2025, many of Dubai's five-star hotels cost far less than Western visitors expect. In fact, some travelers discover they can stay in a suite in Dubai for the same price as a basic chain hotel in London or New York. The journey begins at Dubai International Airport, where the arrival itself feels like a preview of what's to come. The terminals gleam with polished marble, fountains sparkle under LED lighting, and service flows with remarkable speed. Western guests, used to long lines in JFK or Heathrow, are stunned at how quickly they collect their bags and step into the city. Already, the impression is, Dubai knows how to do luxury better. But luxury here isn't reserved for billionaires. And that's the first surprise. Take the JW Marriott Marquis, once the tallest hotel in the world. It towers above Business Bay, looking down on the city like a modern fortress of glass. A British couple checking in for the first time thought they'd splurged beyond reason. And yet, when they compared the cost to a weekend in Paris, the price was nearly identical, except here, they had a view stretching to the Burj Khalifa. Inside, the marble lobby feels endless. Chandeliers pour light onto polished floors, and staff move with precision that feels like choreography. For Western visitors, the experience feels like stepping into royalty, but without the royal bill. Another shocking value for Western audiences is the address Dubai Marina. Perfectly set by the waterfront, it offers infinity pools that shimmer against the skyline, with yachts gliding quietly below. For an Australian family, the rates were lower than what they had paid for a mid-tier resort on the Gold Coast. How is this possible? They asked while sipping mocktails by the pool. And that is Dubai's competitive secret. With so many luxury hotels fighting for attention, prices often dip to levels that shock Western travelers. The Sofitel Dubai downtown plays another role in this story. Styled with French elegance layered over Emirati grandeur, it connects directly to Dubai Mall through an air-conditioned walkway. For a Canadian solo traveler, this was the biggest surprise. They booked expecting a treat for a night or two, but ended up extending their stay because the midweek price felt cheaper than a Marriott in Toronto. What surprises Western visitors most is not just the affordability. It's how much more you receive for the same money. Rooms are bigger, lobbies taller, pools wider. For those used to squeezing into tiny boutique hotels in Europe, the sheer scale of Dubai's 5 stars feels like an upgrade they never expected to afford. And then there's service. Western guests often remark that Dubai hospitality feels sharper, quicker, more intuitive than in many of the luxury hotels they've tried back home. One American traveler staying downtown put it simply: they treat you like a celebrity, even if you're not paying celebrity money. The truth is, competition in Dubai creates opportunities. With dozens of 5-star hotels in every district, the market forces properties to keep prices surprisingly accessible. It's a paradox Westerners can't stop talking about: a city of extravagance, where luxury suddenly feels within reach. And yet, this is just the beginning of the story. Because beyond the glass towers of downtown, Dubai hides beachfront resorts that push the definition of value even further. If downtown Dubai surprises Western travelers with skyscraper bargains, the beaches deliver an even bigger shock. Jumeirah Beach stretches like a ribbon of gold along the Persian Gulf, lined with hotels that sparkle under the desert sun. Westerners expect prices here to rival the French Riviera or Miami's South Beach. And yet, many discover that Jumeirah's 5-star properties can cost less than a mid-tier hotel in Europe during summer. Take the Sheraton Jumeirah Beach Resort. Its palm-shaded pool leads directly onto soft sand, where cabanas wait for guests to settle with cocktails in hand. A German couple checked in, expecting the price to sting, but instead found the rate similar to a 3-star in Barcelona. They spent mornings by the pool, afternoons wandering the walk at JBR, and couldn't stop saying, "This feels too good to be true." The Hilton Dubai Jumeirah tells a similar story. Positioned in the heart of JBR, it delivers beachfront luxury while keeping you close to nightlife, restaurants, and shopping. For an American traveler, the shock came when they compared receipts later. A long weekend at the Hilton here costs less than a weekend at a Hilton in New York. How is the beach cheaper than Manhattan? They laughed. Palm Jumeirah is where Western visitors expect the real sting. The man-made island shaped like a palm tree is one of Dubai's most famous symbols of extravagance. Atlantis The Palm, with its enormous water park and underwater aquarium, looks like the kind of hotel reserved for millionaires. But families from Australia and Canada have discovered package deals that make it not only affordable, but sometimes cheaper than a week at Disney in Orlando. One Australian father put it bluntly, "The kids rode water slides all day, we had Michelin quality food at night, and the room was massive. And it cost less than our Gold Coast holiday last year." This is the paradox Western tourists keep running into. The image of Dubai as overpriced melts away when they see what their money buys. Downtown continues this theme. The Taj Dubai rises with Indian-inspired grandeur, and Western visitors describe it as stepping into a palace. Yet the nightly rate? Sometimes lower than a boutique hotel in Rome. The Oberoi downtown adds another dimension. With views of Burj Khalifa, its rooms are designed like sanctuaries, floor-to-ceiling windows, marble bathrooms, and service staff who seem to anticipate every request. For a Canadian traveler, it became the highlight of their trip. "I thought I'd feel guilty spending on 5-star, they said, but when the bill came, it was cheaper than my Marriott stay back home." Even globally recognized names like Ritz-Carlton Dubai and Fairmont Dubai join this trend. For Western travelers, the idea that they can afford these iconic brands in Dubai feels almost like a travel hack. One British guest said, "In London, Ritz would have been impossible. In Dubai, it was surprisingly doable. And honestly, better." This doesn't mean every night is cheap. Peak season in December, during global events or holidays, can see rates climb fast. But smart Western travelers who book off-peak or midweek discover 5-star stays at prices that simply don't exist back home. And with each discovery, their perspective shifts. Dubai stops feeling like a place for billionaires and starts feeling like a city where ordinary Western travelers can enjoy luxury without guilt. What makes this even more compelling is the cultural layering. The luxury isn't just about marble lobbies and infinity pools, it's also about Arabian design, Middle Eastern hospitality, and flavors that feel distinctly Emirati. Western visitors walk away with memories of Arabic coffee and gold cups, calligraphy adorning hallways, and scents of oud drifting through the air. These experiences make the stay feel authentic, not just glamorous. For many, that's where the true value lies. Dubai doesn't just sell you a room. It sells you a story, one you'll retell at home, amazed at how little it costs to live like royalty. And when Western travelers compare it to vacations in Europe or North America, the conclusion is almost always the same. Dubai offered more space, more service, and more luxury, for less. It's why forums and travel groups are filled with posts repeating the same phrase, "I can't believe how affordable it was." Because in Dubai, the myth of unattainable luxury is breaking. And in its place, Western audiences are discovering that 5-star hotels here are not only accessible, but often smarter choices than mid-range options elsewhere. So as you plan your trip in 2025, don't be intimidated by the glittering towers or the stories of excess. Look carefully, book wisely, and you'll unlock a world of 5-star stays that cost less than you think. And when you check into that hotel, walk through its grand lobby, and look out over the Persian Gulf or the Burj Khalifa skyline, you'll realize the truth. In Dubai, luxury doesn't have to be a dream. It can be your reality.